Mastering magnetic communication, the hidden layer of influence.
Most people think influence is about what you say, your pitch, your script, your value proposition,
But decades of behavioral science, neuroscience, and performance psychology say otherwise. In fact, studies from Mehrabian's communication model reveal this hard truth. Only 7% of your impact comes from the words. The rest, 38%, is vocal tone, and 55% is body language. That's why the most persuasive communicators in the world don't just speak well, they transmit belief without even trying. The communication myth that keeps people stuck. From a young age, most of us are trained to believe that communication is about being articulate, about sounding smart or polished. We're told to memorize speeches, rehearse scripts, use fancy vocabulary, but here's the reality I've seen after training hundreds of life insurance agents, coaches, and closers. The people who sell the most aren't the ones with the best words. They're the ones with the clearest energy. They believe, and their body, their tone, their posture, their presence makes the buyer believe too. Let me tell you about one of my clients. We'll call him Mark. Mark was a sharp agent, knew his products, had the best CRM, but he kept hearing the same frustrating line at the end of calls, "Let me think about it." We reviewed his script, it was flawless, but then I watched his Zoom calls and the problem became obvious. He leaned back when talking about price. His voice dropped when it came time to ask for the sale. His eyes darted when a prospect hesitated. In short, he said the right words, but his body told a different story. Once we addressed his posture, trained his nervous system to regulate, and rewired the subconscious belief that made him hesitate when discussing money, his close rate doubled in 45 days. Because we didn't just fix the script, we fixed the signal. Posture equals power. Participants who held high-power poses, like standing tall, hands on hips, or leaning forward with open arms, experienced a 20% spike in testosterone and a 25% drop in cortisol. Think about that. In just 2 minutes, your body can make you feel more confident and appear more trustworthy. But posture is more than just standing tall. It's about sending the signal, I'm safe, I'm confident, I belong here. In sales, this translates directly to conversions. People buy certainty, and certainty is first seen, then heard. So what should you do before your next call or presentation? Ground your feet, roll your shoulders back, open your chest, breathe deeply. This simple shift can 10 times your authority without saying a word. Code 2, eye contact equals connection. Eye contact activates a part of the brain called the superior temporal sulcus, which detects intention and emotion. In plain English, your eyes tell people whether they can trust you. But too many people get this wrong. They either avoid eye contact completely, which signals fear or deceit. Overdo it, which can feel aggressive or unnatural. I teach a strategy called the 2-beat rule. Make eye contact as you start a key point. Hold for 2 seconds, look away naturally, not abruptly. This rhythm builds presence. It signals, I see you, I'm here, I'm grounded. One of my students, a Medicare agent, went from high churn and low trust to a 90% referral rate after simply mastering this one behavior. Code 3, pacing equals presence. The fastest way to lose influence, rushing your words. Why? Because it tells the brain, this isn't safe, this isn't certain. Your pacing isn't just about speech, it reflects your nervous system. When you pause strategically, you create anticipation, you give your words weight, you allow space for belief to settle in. This is why elite speakers, pastors, TED Talk legends, high-ticket closers use silence like a weapon. Try this, say something powerful, then stop. Let the silence underline your message, you'll instantly feel more in control. And so will your audience. Let's look at the data. A 2021 LinkedIn study on executive communication showed that the top 10% of performing leaders had one thing in common. Their teams rated them highly on nonverbal congruence. They walked their talk. Another study from Princeton found that people form impressions of competence and trustworthiness within the first 100 milliseconds of seeing your face. That's before you even speak. So here's the truth. The sale starts the moment you're seen, not the moment you speak. And if your nonverbal signals are misaligned with your message, you're already behind. The real reason. Most people can't communicate. It's not a lack of knowledge, it's not even a lack of confidence, it's this. They've never trained their body and subconscious to support their message. Their body is still carrying childhood conditioning, memories of being silenced, rejected, or overlooked. So even as adults, when they try to sound confident, their nervous system whispers, "You're not safe," and the audience feels it. That's why inside my program, we go deeper than content. We do subconscious alignment coaching. We apply NLP techniques to rewire what your body believes about worth, safety, and success. So you no longer have to act confident, you simply become it.
What this means for you. If you've ever said,
I knew what to say, but I blanked out. I said all the right things, but they didn't buy. I don't know why I get nervous when I present. This is why.
It's not your strategy, it's your state.
But that can change fast and permanently if you're ready to speak with clarity under pressure, lead with conviction in any room, close with confidence that feels effortless. Then it's time to master this hidden layer of influence, not with gimmicks, but with science, scripture, and subconscious reprogramming that aligns your words with your presence. Because the most powerful message is the one your energy already speaks. Let's make sure it says, I am here. I am grounded. I am the one.